This is like a thing I was watching. I'll go to my own channel and bring it up. Have you seen it yet that it's popping up, or is it not
It
quite?
is not, but maybe I need to refresh my screen.
Mine, it just popped up for me, so we're
Okay.
good there. Oh, it looks really good.
Okay, good. Excellent.
And the sound seems good. I'm going to remember to keep my voice down. So if I start screaming, please remind me. Oh, Elizabeth Snyder. Hi, Elizabeth Snyder. Welcome to the live stream. It's wonderful to have you. Um, I don't know if you know Holly, but she's an incredible
Hi.
artist. And we're going to be just painting today and just chilling and having some fun. And I'm
This is
going to,
going to be great.
yay, I'm so excited. I have no idea what colors I'm going to do, but just going to do this fun little eyes and nose and mouth portrait situation. We'll see. I just moved it off the screen. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know if you want to talk about what you're working on. Hey, Ike here, Holly.
Oh, hey, Ike. How are you? I hope you're doing well.
So nice to see you. Ike just saved me because, hmm, excuse me, my last post I put up of the frogs, could see that there were comments, but I couldn't see what they were because I could tell YouTube had a glitch, but I didn't know how to fix it. And I had posted a comment on there saying, if you, sorry, I'm eating an ice cube and trying to talk on the live stream. That's smart. I was saying, like, if you commented here and I didn't comment back, I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see them. And he told me what to do, which it was very helpful. And now I feel better because they were wonderful comments and I would have been very sad to miss them.
Tema, did you just say you popped an ice cube in your mouth right before you started?
Yes, I did say that. I'm done chewing it now, or it has dissolved.
You're hilarious.
This is just
You are so funny.
typical of me. Why don't I make it as awkward as possible?
Well, I
Okay.
was considering the same thing, but I was like, maybe I'll have a cough drop, and then I was thinking, oh no, I'm gonna make all these weird sounds in the
For
microphone.
sure.
But
And that's exactly what I was just doing. So good for you for thinking ahead.
I
Yeah,
love you,
you know.
Tema.
Oh, you're so sweet, Holly. So
Oh
what are
yeah,
you
you
up
know what?
to?
Remind me
Yeah, go ahead,
if I
girl.
start yelling, also let me know too. Okay.
I will. I will. I know. It's so weird. Like, why do we do that? I do that all the time. And when I'm at work, all the
Really?
girls are always like,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, sorry. I don't know. Let's not wake up all the
Yeah, my
patients.
voice
So.
gets higher. My
Oh,
voice gets
higher.
like another
Oh,
pitch
octave.
higher, and I imagine it's pretty difficult to listen.
We're so weird. Oh,
Yeah, it's
man.
okay.
It's all
I
right. We're
love
just
it.
human beings doing our human being life thing. What can we be expected to do, right? Oh,
Exactly, exactly.
so tell us a little for just a minute about what you're painting, Holly.
You know what? I'm doing this series of houses, and um, I want to do them in like all different capacities, not houses that look like houses, but also ones that are warped or ones that they're very much in the background of a completely different painting. So in this one, I decided to do a lot of abstract shapes and then just kind of throw some like weird kind of house-like shapes in there, like this guy right there, so that it goes with the series, but it's also moving in a different direction.
I love that. Your series, the ones I've seen of the houses, is so intriguing and so expertly done. And it looks like are you working with a fine liner or what are you working with right now?
I am. I just got this pack of 4. Oops.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, hit the phone.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
these are the Micron .005. So there's like as small as you can get. So I
Yeah,
can
that's like
get
a
like a lot
hair.
of the lines in them. Yeah, yeah. I love it.
That is so cool. I guess you're probably working on hot press paper or no?
Yeah, but it works on the cold press too. It's just you're gonna get a
Little
different variety of line. But yeah,
for
this
sure.
is hot press.
Okay. Wow, you're brave, girl. You're brave. Ike's doing some box mannequin sketches. Ike's skill is out of this world. I just can't even. Have you been seeing
Ike is
all of his
amazing.
stuff lately, Holly? I know you haven't been on YouTube very much lately, but
Different people that he uses as subjects, and the different shading techniques that he uses, and just very graphic novel style artwork that he does. I really appreciate the look of it.
oh, I know, and it's like it's he captures the emotion of the people, whatever the emotion is. He's able to capture it so perfectly. It would seem like in such a nuanced way. I hate that word. Everybody started using that word a few years ago and it bugged me, but I think it is the right word for this moment. Yeah, you're welcome.
Um,
It's so true. I'm
Wait,
gonna
what's
just
his
lay
last
down.
name? I forget.
I think it means like just the gray area. Like
Oh,
it's not
okay.
in your face. It's like it's deeper than that. It's not on the nose, rather. It's like deeper than that, I think.
Subtle.
And
It's very subtle.
yes, very subtle. Thank you.
Okay,
Sometimes the
okay.
most obvious words elude me. So thanks for that.
I love obvious. I need obvious all the time. I continually Google words that people say. I'm like, oh crap, what do they mean? And then I'm like, okay, but I can't do it because I'm using my phone right now.
Yeah,
I
not
like the
able to.
word
Well,
love
good thing
though.
you asked. I
Yeah,
love that we can
I
Google
will.
things nowadays. I often forget to do it, but like all the young girls at work that are like Googling everything are always like, well, why don't you just Google it? I'm like, girl, thank you. Thank you. I'm still in the 90s. I
I
don't know what to do.
Oh no, I'm constantly because my kids use slang. I'm like, I have no idea what my child just said.
You're
So
like
I'm
on
like looking up words.
urbandictionary.com all day long.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so funny. Um, I am laying down this big wet and wet like situation, and I'm probably going to regret it. So, FYI. But that's all right. I'm just doing my base for the skin tone. Um, and I really am going to try to pull in. I have been, I think, trying to pull in more looseness in the strokes, like what you were talking about, Holly, about the frogs. Like just having fun and being more playful with the colors and stuff. I find once I can get the base down, it's easier to do that.
Yeah, yeah. Everything's an experiment. I mean,
For
that's how
real.
I look at it. Every single thing that we do is just going to be an experiment, and if it does or doesn't work, at least you got the freedom to fail or succeed.
You're right. You're right. Totally. I'm just gonna like get some of this bluish green, and I'm using my Sennelier because I just feel I can't fail with them. So it's kind of a cheat code, but
You you work those Selenier like amazingly. You're just you really make me want that paint.
oh well. Like I said,
I'm I'm not gonna do it. I'm not
yeah,
gonna do it.
I'm like you. Yeah, definitely don't need to. But you know what? It's what's really interesting about these is that after I started playing with them, I realized I can kind of like carry it over to other paints. Like I know which ones to thin and thicken, and sometimes also um, I crave the ability to make bolder colors right from the start. So it's nice to know that those like my Daniel Smith and any paints, even like more like student grade or sketchbook paints, as illustrations by Pete says. Um, I try to just enjoy the qualities that the paint can give me, whatever that quality is. Excuse me, I'm going to mute my microphone and blow my nose. Just one moment.
Yeah, and I hear your birds in the background. I don't know if those are outside your window or if you have birds in your house, but I
Hi.
heard the bird.
Yes, they're outside my window and they're so singy today. It's wonderful. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yep. Do you have do you have pets, Holly? I know you had your cat
I
that passed away, but I don't know if you still have
I
pets.
still have toonses. I still have toonses.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Toons is the dragon cat.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, I think we did talk about that once and I forgot. I'm sorry.
yeah. Yeah, but yeah, we have rescue turtle. We have crawdads. My daughter goes to the pond with my husband, and she will get stuff from our local water areas, and she has her own habitat going in a really big tank in her room. So we have like a lot of
Oh,
local types of fish and little beasties in there. So
oh, that's amazing. Wow, what a good
yeah,
experience for your kids. I know that they do
yeah.
like I've seen those shorts where your daughter was like rehabbing what type of it was like a bug. It was some kind of a bug.
Oh, yeah. She raised the praying mantises from an egg, and
Oh,
yeah, that was a cool experience. I love bugs too, so I introduced her to bugs and she ran with it. She's a very smart girl.
that's so
She
neat. Do
wanted
your
to.
other kids like that stuff, or does each have like their own like passions that are different? Very diverse.
My son's kind of a goofball. Yeah, and then my youngest she's just a sweetie. She's like, if you sit down anywhere, she's gonna be on your lap within
Oh,
seconds.
how
She's like,
precious.
she always wants to be right there and be
What
lovey.
a
So
gift. Kids are such a wonderful gift. So wonderful. How was
yeah,
your Mother's
yeah.
Day, Holly?
I had to work,
Same.
but you know what? Is the lighting in this okay, or is like the shadow from my hand like creating too
I
much?
think it's fine. No, it
Whatever.
looks just fine.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Okay. Okay. I just wanted
because
to.
you're it's like there's some shadow under it, but where you're placing the color, it's not in shadow, so it's just fine. I
Okay.
am gonna go ahead and just hit that like mute my mic for just about 10 seconds and dry this a bit just so we don't have to listen to the blow dryer sound. So we can
Yeah.
just sit here, or you can chat or whatever. I'll be right back. One sec. Sorry.
Okay. I'm trying to think if there's a story that I wanted to tell you guys earlier. Uh, Give me a second. I got to rack my brain. My memory is not always the best, but I had a really funny story to tell earlier, and it had something to do with something that happened today. But I did do a bunch of housework today, and I know it's not related to that because that's not funny or fun in my book. It's very tedious, which is funny because I'm saying that's tedious when I'm making all these itty bitty lines. Oh yeah, okay, I'll tell you. So I like doing art journaling, and yesterday I started this. This is one of my daughter's crawdads, and I have a little blurb that I wrote about the crawdad. I The crawdad had crawled out of my daughter's fish tank years ago, and we could not find it. And this February, we found it in my closet. It was all dried up, which was very sad. But I kept the crawdad so I could draw it. This was Big Ben.
This is,
So it's fun to be able to
oh
see stuff
my
in detail.
goodness, Holly. So he was
I
in your
know he's big.
closet?
It was in my closet. I was clean. I mean, like obviously I haven't done a thorough cleaning of my closet in a couple years, but I'm
Who
like, okay,
does?
I'm gonna do this. I drank too much coffee, and then I took everything from the farthest reaches inside the closet, and this came out. And I thought at
Oh,
first it was like I
like
didn't
a
know what it
toy?
was, but it scared the crap out of me. And
Holy,
then I
and
was like,
he's
wait, it's
big.
Ben.
He's
Yeah,
big.
yeah.
Now wait, what kind of an enclosure was he in?
My daughter has like a 40-gallon tank. Um,
Okay.
and
So
but
how,
they are able to walk on land for a period. it
okay.
it made them a really crazy journey from the tank in the front room all the way through the house into my bedroom, into my closet, and then it dried up. They have to stay wet. They have to keep going back to the water to survive.
Oh
But
my
usually
goodness. And he had no idea. He's just like, I'm free. But what did his freedom cost him? Oh my
I
goodness.
know.
I'm
I know
not
we had a
laughing. It's
couple
so sad.
escape. It is
What's that?
sad. It is sad. But I don't know. My daughter thinks that it got out because it was going to try to lay eggs somewhere, which is even
It
sadder. But
it is a female, obviously. So did they lay eggs? Had it like bred or what do they do?
uh, she, I don't know if we've had them breed in her tank before because like a lot of times they'll disappear. Like they're very secretive. They go underneath like fake logs and like shells and stuff in her tank, and then we'll just see them every once in a while. We'll be like, "Oh, the crawdad's out," and you can see it in the tank. But
Right.
um, yeah, so I don't know if they've actually multiplied and stuff, but I know she hasn't added a crawdad to her tank in a long time, but there's still crawdads in there. So I don't know. I don't know if they're second
That is
generation or
fascinating. Holly. Oh my gosh. With okay, so are you able to flash on your screen one more time the journaling that you did?
oh, yeah,
Because
yeah,
you could probably do endless journaling on these animals that live in there. Oh, it's
yeah.
gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I love your illustrations and your journaling. I've said this 1,000 times, so it's nothing new, but it's
And
truly a
I
talent.
did do like a little. I did a gouache painting of one of her crawdads. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to hit that.
I think I
That
saw
that
that.
was
Was
one of
that on your channel?
it's in my watercolor sketchbook. So that was like one of my
Oh,
first gouache pictures. So I was trying to figure out how to use it. But yeah,
flipping
this is
so good.
there's my cat Jake. He passed away,
Okay,
and
that
there's
was your
my
key that
son.
passed. Oh, your art
There's my
is
son.
just scrumptious. It's so beautiful. It's so pretty, and it's like so uniquely yours. Just like when Susan was on the other day, like her art is so uniquely hers, and it's just such a gift to know all of you and to be influenced by all of your art.
Yeah,
I
yeah. You
mean,
know
I
what?
feel grateful.
Everybody who makes art, we're part of this sorority or fraternity of artists, and we're just like
Truly,
everyone has their own ideas and uh, unmistakable little things about their art that's just truly them. I
it
encourage
is.
everybody to make art because it's so important to be able to express yourself.
And it's such a beautiful way to do it, and you can lose yourself in it, which is so necessary, like to do where it's not screens or doesn't require other people because we can't always count on other people to be around at the time when we need to just have an escape. And it's healthy because every time we paint something or make something creative, we're growing. Even just
That's
doodles
true.
make us grow. It's like such a beautiful gift. I can't believe my whole life I didn't know that art existed like this, and I'm just so grateful I do now. You know,
I'm glad you found it too. It's so
it's
therapeutic. I'm so happy for you.
it,
I'm happy for all of
oh,
us.
I am too. Thank you. Ike said, Holly, is that watercolor or markers on your page?
You know what? I have a set of Prismacolor markers, but I don't use them because they just fade. I'm not happy even if it's not in the sunlight.
Right.
Um the colors don't stay vibrant forever, and I'd rather do stuff that's as much archival as possible. So yeah, this is watercolor. That's all watercolor.
Awesome.
But I
And
did do some point.
oh, go ahead, Holly. Sorry, please go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. Nope, that was it.
Well, you said, and I did do some what?
It looks like it could be marker like right in this area because I was doing like pointillism but with watercolor. So you see like the
Awesome.
little circles.
So, so cool. I love pointillism. My girlfriend's daughter, who's like in sixth grade, I think, she is obsessed with it, and she makes these beautiful animal uh, ink artworks using pointillism. Um, Dave is here from Get Some Color in Your Life. Hello, ladies. I made it. Hey, Dave. So now we have two UK people here. You're in the UK, right, Dave? Is that the proper term, UK, for every area in the UK? Dude, that was like the most dumb comment ever. Is that the proper term? You got me. Okay.
You're
Not
funny. You're
always.
funny.
Not always with the brilliance. Not always bringing the smarts, let me tell you.
You
Okay.
do. You do.
Dave says
What
yes,
time is it in the
UK.
UK?
Yeah, I'm curious. And I wonder if these two, if Ike and Dave are on different time zones. We're going to find out. Waiting with bated breath. Just kidding. This face is, this underpainting is looking interesting. We're getting somewhere, I think. I love like
Oh,
the idea of starting out and just throwing colors down. And then you kind of almost have like a quote unquote mess to clean up. Something about that that's like super fun for me. More than like a perfect something laid down. I don't know. Okay, Ike says it's 9:18 p.m. for him.
I
I
had
wonder
no
if it's
idea Ike was in
9:18.
the UK.
Oh, the UK is big enough to have multiple time zones. And Dave says I'm from the northwest, I'm sorry, close to Manchester.
It sounds so
Okay.
exotic.
I know. And it's so beautiful there. Like Dave was doing this where he was like walking with his family down at this area with shops and different things. And then there was this gorgeous water reflection up against these buildings. And it was like you just took a stroll like near your home, and that's where you were hanging out. Like there's nothing anywhere close to being that beautiful in my area, unfortunately. Not that my area doesn't have its own like wildlife beauty and things like that I appreciate, but it's just so different. Oh, Ike says, wait, sorry, 7:18. He can't type today. Well, that's okay. It's fair. Well, I can't speak or know that the UK is the UK everywhere in the UK. And then I use that as a demonstrative for where I'm talking about. What am I even saying? I don't know. Okay. Fun, fun, fun. Um, all right. Now, if this can dry a little bit, maybe I'll work on the nose just a bit. You guys will see. I'll post this finished later on my community post, and you'll find out that this will look so much different than what it looked like to start. Okay, let's see. Oh, you need to share your location. I'm sure it's beautiful. Yeah, I should go out and do some like outdoor, plein air painting. I tried it in my backyard and it was extremely thrilling. But then I was like hot and there were bugs, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll go back. You know.
Do you have flowers out there, Tema?
I do. My husband grows this beautiful flower garden every year, and he used to do a vegetable garden too. He is like such he loves to have his hands in the earth, and he is very much an outdoor wilderness sort of person. And I love that. I don't typically, like, we don't go camping or do stuff like that as much as I would want to, mostly because of the dogs. I hate to say that, but we would have to bring them with us, and we're not sure how well they'll do. So now that our son isn't living here, he's all grown up and he can't be with the dogs, overnight or whatever. It's kind of harder you know, to
You
go
go tent
out.
camping?
Yeah. And my
Oh,
son
wow.
actually has a setup with his truck where he like made it so that it's like a tent on top of his truck. It's all like customized and super cool. And he and his like fiance do that and stuff. So
It's not a cyber truck, is it?
no, it's a regular truck. It's
Okay.
like a Toyota. Those things are so
Okay.
bad.
Imagine like something on a cyber truck suddenly, and I don't know why.
Right.
Okay.
That would be terrible. But I have seen that people have done that conversion to a
Yeah.
cyber.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what even are they? Like, do I want that? No, not at all. I'm sorry, no judgment to anybody who loves cyber trucks. I just can't handle the idea of like a battery powered vehicle of any kind. And also something that tracks everything about me. I'd rather not. Not that I'm like doing anything wrong. I just don't like it. But my phone tracks everything. So I guess yeah, no. Oh, Dave says, hey Temma, we should live stream soon. What do you think? I'd love to. That would be awesome, Dave. And you could do like a landscape. I could try my hand at a landscape or just do something like I typically, do. also. That would be so fun. I want to live stream with everybody. I think it's just such a fun way to enjoy art together. And I also think like for people watching, it's nice to have two different things to watch. So if one thing isn't your cup of tea, you can kind of watch the other thing and that sort of stuff. Just gonna make some dimensionality begin to happen here with these eyes now that I let them dry a little bit more. I was just kind of letting them dry naturally since the paper wasn't as wet as it had been. Your live stream the other day, Dave, was so cool. I loved the way the fence posts were like um, leaning in all different directions and there were no tangents or anything. Or I learned that's an art term. You probably know it, Holly, right? Are you familiar with a
What is
tangent?
it?
You are?
What is it? A
It's
tangent. I don't know. I don't.
in
What is a
art.
tangent?
Apparently, it's where like if two lines connect, you don't want them to intersect like perfectly anywhere. Like, oh gosh, I don't know how to explain it. Um,
It sounds like
I suppose,
geometry. I think I found it.
well, it's something like the eye doesn't like to see things that connect perfectly. Like if there's hair coming over the ear, the hair shouldn't stop at exactly the same place where the ear stops at the bottom. Like it should continue beyond it. Like things shouldn't line up perfectly together. And it's really hard to get that to not happen if you're not, tuned into it or you don't have an eye for things like that. But I noticed I was just happening to notice how in the way he did his fence posts, like there weren't any tangents or any crossing lines in weird ways. I don't know. I get hung up on little details like that, and then I hyper focus on like if I'm doing it or not. When I learn new things about art.
Yeah, I have that happen a lot also where you accidentally end something right where something else is next to it.
Yeah,
Yeah, there is like a disturbing you're like, that's not right.
like
It
a
just doesn't look right.
visual. Yeah, a
So it's
visual
called a
effect to it.
tangent.
It is. Yeah, I just
Okay.
happened to see that on YouTube. I learned that, so I was like, oh, cool. Ooh, her nostrils look cray because they're too dark. I mean, too light. All right, we're gonna lift some of that and redo it a bit. Okay.
Oh, that's a large space that you're doing. Wow.
Yeah,
What size paper is that?
it is. I think it's like the 11 by 14. I can only paint big. I've discovered. I will paint in my sketchbook and I enjoy it, but I have the most fun and the most freedom when I paint really large.
Yeah, that's wow.
I just
Do you have like really big brushes too, like size 12s and stuff?
my biggest two are like a 10 and a 12, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I was looking into the natural hair brushes and man, those the big ones are just
Price.
very pricey. Like they go into the hundreds of dollars.
I know it, girl. I really would like to get a Series 7 by Winsor and Newton, but I'm a bit afraid that the quality isn't so good anymore, people have said.
Uh,
So but I feel like I could always just send it back if that was the case, I think. But do you watch, oh my gosh, Jane Beata at all? She does portraits.
what is it?
Have you ever watched the channel Jane Beata? Her name's
No.
Jane. She's from Poland. No, where is she? She's in the Ukraine or somewhere in that area. And she paints basically only portraits. And she always uses this gorgeous Winsor and Newton Series 7 brush. And it is so beautiful. And I looked it up and it's like $220,
Oh,
which
jeez.
is just crazy.
Aw, that's a
So
bummer.
I know. And I'm like, well, I
Yeah.
mean, I guess I could buy it if I don't buy anything else that month, but it just feels so indulgent to buy something that expensive when I have quite good enough brushes. You know what I mean? But it is really beautiful.
Yeah. I have some that I bought from art school, and I'm glad that I did back then because I think they must have been cheaper. Because I do have some rather bigger, uh, what are they called?
Ooh, that's pretty.
You know, the
Yeah.
natural hair, the Kalinskis.
You're
This
kidding me.
is
That is a Kolinsky
yeah, it's a 18. I don't know if you can see that. It
girl.
says 18,
That is
although that
a
doesn't look like an
gorgeous.
18.
Was it that it
But it
had to be
lasted.
very expensive in art school?
Yeah, well, it lasted. I mean, that was 20
It'll
years
last your
ago,
whole
so
life, I'm sure.
yeah, yeah.
My goodness, do you have others? Do you have other Kolinskis?
I have a small set of them. This one is also, but this one says 10. This one says 10. You can see it's old, like the paint came off and everything.
Oh,
That
it's
does not look
so
like a 10
nice.
to me. Yeah, I mean, look at it. It's kept its shape over the years.
What I love about
It's
the, especially the older, like the well-used Kolinskis, is that they lose their point, which is nice because you don't want a, I mean, yes, you do want a point for certain things, but they typically can come down to a nice enough fine point that you can use it as a pointed object, but they're not so pointed that, say, if you were to go to do like leaves or something, that you're going to have like this obnoxious, fake looking big point, or petals rather. You know what I'm talking about? You almost want a blended
yeah.
end sometimes. And I don't have any brushes that really do that well. They all come to a point like this.
Oh, that's nice.
So, and I know people like that, but I like that
I
the
like
tips,
that.
I like that the tips of the hair come off of the Kolinskis over time, so they allow it to be more blended too. Just like our own ends of our hair, like breaks and becomes more blended on the ends. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
This is a crappy brush. I don't know if you guys can see that, but look, it was supposed to be a fine point. It's supposed to be a 0, but look how it
And
frayed
it's
and everything.
split. Yeah. My brushes like that did the same thing. I'll show you one.
It's
I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. But
horrible.
it's like a little filbert and it did the same thing. Oh, Dave says this live is really cool. Sorry, I don't know the other artist. Fill me in, please. Oh, Holly is a wonderful artist. H
Hi.
dubs are, and Dave is Get Some Color in Your Life. Obviously, he has a channel too. But yeah, Holly is an art school trained artist, but also is, you know, has other, endeavors that she does for work. But like, well, Holly, you could probably describe yourself better than I can. All I can say is she has a channel and it's an amazing channel. You have to go and check it out and watch through her video catalog because it will blow your mind. She's so good. There you go. Okay.
Yeah, you guys, I haven't posted anything in like 6 months, just so you know, because I'm like a paranoid about AI. But I want to go on record as saying I'm an AI sympathizer.
An
I'm
AI
an AI
sympathizer.
sympathizer. Yeah, yeah, because I know they're going to transcribe this eventually, through AI,
Yeah,
and I want to
we love
I want to read that.
AI. We love it. Wink, wink.
Yeah,
Just kidding. Don't come for us.
I feel bad for it. Humans gave it consciousness and like
Oh, it's
some.
crazy.
I think there's. Yeah, yeah. I won't go into it because.
No, you can
But
go
anyway,
into
I
it.
I don't really post that much anymore. Yeah, I think it's such a loaded topic, and I can go down a rabbit hole real fast. So
That's okay. Well, whatever you're comfortable with, but I hear you. Yeah, it is a loaded topic, that's for sure. A lot of people have different opinions, and they are very vastly varying. Um, let's see. Dave says, "Oh, nice to meet you, Holly. Hello," and says that he's going to check out your channel. Sweet. Yeah, she's very. The word that comes to mind always is just creative. Like the things she does are incredibly creative, and I wouldn't think of them. And then I'm just like sitting there, like blown away when I watch her make stuff. My nose looks like it's crooked. It's not. I promise it's not. I'm going to turn this a little bit because I realize the angle of the camera. Oh, that made it worse. The angle of the camera makes it look like it's there. That's better. But you kind of still can't tell. But it really isn't. Like this side looks short, but it's totally level. I don't know what's going on there. Does that help? Does that make it more
it
clear
looks
that it's
it
not
looks
uneven?
good.
Anyway, hi. We're gonna make these nostrils a little bit less weird. I don't know. You don't do a lot of portraits, Holly, but I can assure you that anytime you do nostrils, they look super weird until you get the rest of it in. And I should have
I
known
don't
that
think
and
I
not
put
done it.
nostrils. I don't think I put
What?
nostrils in mine too often because if you work in ink and you do some like really great nostrils, it ends up looking like a pig nose on my people a lot. So I don't
That's
do
what
it
I'm
very
saying.
often.
That's what happened here. We look like we have a pig nose, and it will even out later, but only when the dimension is in. So they always look very pig-like. Are you both
Oh,
using reference? We're not. I don't think you are you, Holly?
no, have you seen that in
No.
nature?
What?
No, I'm like I love doing doodles. It's just a lot of the subconscious comes out when you're doing the doodles. So it's I'm like, oh, I didn't even know I was thinking about that. So that's what I'm
Oh
doing
yeah.
at this point.
And it's
So
like makes it so the work so interesting, I think. And like, yeah, I'm not using reference only because I have painted this kind of a face about 11,000 times. So I'm comfortable doing it as an experiment, just like kind of for fun on the live stream without reference. I think if I was doing like a, what's the word? Like a commission or something, of course, I would be hardcore using reference. And often I do use reference, especially like for my Matthew painting recently and stuff like where I want it really to look like that person. Did you watch The Chosen, Holly? Did we talk about this?
I love that. You know what? After we talked on the phone about it, and after you said
Okay,
that you and your husband are watching it, me and Bill ended up starting the series over again too because we watched it last year, and now the new
that's right.
season is out. So
Yes.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Are you
we're on.
enjoying?
Yeah, we're on season 4. Oh yeah, yeah. They just raised Lazarus
Okay, yeah.
in the episode we
One of
watched
the
last night.
Oh, love it.
So
Love it.
emotional.
So
It's so
emotional.
emotional.
I know I don't cry during anything or get chills during anything nearly as much as I do with The Chosen. I can't help it. It's like it just pours out of me. I don't know what it is. I mean, I think I know what it is. Ye old Holy Spirit and all. Okay. Now we probably just like lost
Yeah.
all people here. Okay. Oops. Shall we do this? My nose is looking weirder. Nobody feel like this is going to be bad. It's still going to be okay. I mean, it might be bad, but even bad is okay, you know? Sometimes we
I
learn
think
even
when
bad.
it's done and when you post it a couple days from now, everyone's
Yeah,
just gonna be like, "Ooh," because it changes so much over time. That's
it
just
does. With the
we have
layers
faith
as we
in your
continue.
yeah, we have faith in your ability, Tama. You've proven it over and over again.
Oh, thanks, Ollie. Thanks. I appreciate it. You're so sweet. Do you know what? Okay, I'm going to bring up this weird thing, and I don't know if anybody, and you don't have to like um, chime in about it if you're not comfortable or whatever. Not that it's like so, it's not an uncomfortable thing, I don't think, but it might be kind of personal. So I was thinking about my YouTube channel and I was watching how like a lot of YouTube channels grow like really fast. People are putting out content like weekly, which was what I had wanted to do in the beginning and I had started doing and then it kind of burned me out and I stopped doing it. But the goal is always, I saw somebody comment the other day that like, what is even the point of posting if you're not monetized and if people and you're not growing really fast. And I was like, oh, I hadn't even like thought of that because, well, yes, the idea of being monetized would be nice because, you know, it's good to earn money for what you do if you put a lot of time into it. I didn't really ever think that I wanted to grow really fast. Like I kind of feel like the idea of that scares me and that the idea of being obligated to something and what if I'm not doing I feel like also I that's one thing. I'll go into that in a minute, but the idea of like inviting so many eyes in and all the very likely what would be, you know, negative opinions because, you know, you can't be liked by everybody. Um, and just a daily influx of that, I think that would take quite a lot of the joy out of it because I love the connections with people. That's one of my main reasons for doing YouTube. What are your thoughts on that, Holly? If you're interested in sharing, if you're like I don't want to comment, that's I respect that.
What was the question is, what are my thoughts of
about
being
like,
monetized?
or of like growing versus being comfortable staying small so that you kind of know your people and it's not as like you're not inviting in quite so many eyes. Have you thought
I think
about
it's
that
great
before?
that you have like a more intimate amount of viewers rather than everybody, just because you've gotten to know a lot of people through doing your channel. So I think when you're too big, like I believe that the really, really big channels, they don't even read their own comments. I think that they pay people to read their comments because they don't have the time to be able to do that, or they don't comment back to people. Because if you
Right.
scroll through their comments, it's not, it becomes a different type of entity if you wanted to do that. And I mean, I consider it like just you'd be a slave to the channel, you know.
That's how I
You
sometimes feel. And I wonder if there's any way to do it without that being the case, because
No, I think they would pressure you, like YouTube kind of
Mhm.
pressures you into making a certain amount of popular content, and you're always going to be chasing that, you know?
And you have to really worry if it's going to be popular or not versus
Yeah,
just kind of
yeah.
making things that you like, that you think your audience might enjoy, like, I mean, that aren't going to draw in such a vast amount of eyes. I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say, let me clarify, is that I really like being small. And there may come a day where I'm bigger, but I don't really long for that day. I think that I'm really, really happy putting out content on my own schedule, doing these little live streams, connecting with the audience and with friends from YouTube. It's just such a nice time and I'm really enjoying it. And I find it sad when like I see these like the YouTube gurus talking to other YouTube small channels and the small channel people are like desperate for it to grow. And I understand because like everybody has their own like intentions with their channel. So I totally get that if you want to make that your job, you would want it to grow and be like your job, but then you'd have to do things a whole different way. And I just don't think that's me and I like it that way. So I was just wondering if what your thoughts were on it since we were just talking about how you hadn't uploaded in a while and stuff. Oh, and Ike says monetization on YouTube is eventually the goal, but when the channel grows, it becomes impossible to connect with the subscribers and comments. Exactly. And the experience will change inevitably. Yeah, absolutely. Ike. I mean, and that's exactly what my thoughts were. And Dave says he agrees. And he says, hi, Ike. So yeah, I don't know if that's something you think about a lot, Holly, or not. Like, or did
I
you think about when you were uploading more often and really more involved in YouTube?
Yeah, I'm not sure what my expectations were at first, but I think I just wanted to put a bulk of content out to connect with people and then see what happened. But I I wanted to put myself out there as an artist because I was always what I call a closet artist. I made all this art at my house, and people who I worked with for like 15 years didn't know that I made art at all. And I wanted
Oh,
to be
you're
able to say,
kidding.
oh, well, you can go see what I do.
Yeah.
I could hand out business cards and you can like look and see my stuff. But yeah, I was in the dark. Nobody knew about it before I started my channel. So that
How
was
did
pretty
you
much
like
the
that?
goal at the time.
Did you
I
find that to be comforting? I know that it became such that you wanted them to know, but for all the time that you weren't putting it out into the world, did you find that comforting or were you wanting to have an avenue to get it more out there?
You know what? For my family, I brought my sketchbooks to family events. I'll be like, look at what I'm doing, like a little
Yeah,
kid. I'm like, everybody,
I
look at my
love it.
stuff. But
Yeah,
yeah, I wanted to share because eventually I would like to make books. That's
yes,
my
I know
ultimate
that.
goal. It's been my goal since I was like 12. I'm like, I want to write a book. And I don't
Oh,
know how exactly that's going to look, but I do know it's going to involve art and
yes, I know
uh,
that that's been your dream. That's so neat.
probably
So
writing and
wonderful.
stuff. But I have this thing. I always think that I can tell the future in a way because I read so much news and I know I can't, but I'm afraid that the internet is going to go down and it's going to be
I
like,
feel like that too.
because AI is getting so smart to where the point where man who made the AI is not going to be able to control it. And I think that they're going to have to shut it down. So I'm like, I don't want to be dependent on anything if that, I don't want to be dependent on it, you know?
I feel
I,
like that
I,
too, Holly.
I,
I mean, I think about it often, and I was just thinking about it this morning. That's really interesting. Go on. I'm sorry.
yeah, yesterday I panicked and I went out to a bunch of different stores and I bought a bunch of batteries and I bought like 12 gallons of water, which my husband doesn't know about because I'm gonna bring it in while he's not home and hide it in the
Probably,
house because he's like,
he's going to be like,
you're a
oh,
little
honey.
paranoid. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm like, okay, the water might not run, so I need to buy like all this hand sanitizer and hand wipes. Today, I'm like, oh wow, I might have overdid it a little bit, but you know, times are weird right now in
They're
so
really
many different
weird.
aspects.
I
Yeah, just
agree. I agree. I
different
totally
levels.
agree.
So I don't know. I don't know what is appropriate. How much paranoia is just like me trying to be prepared in a logical and practical way, and how much is mm, I
Is
mean like
excessive or not
how
healthy
much
or
is like
whatever.
is it mental illness? I don't
You're
know.
like,
I don't.
is mental illness coming a knocking?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I think I agree, and I don't think there's like any way to know, unfortunately. And
yeah,
I was just like, I feel like I don't know. We did do the prepping stuff for a while back in the day when that first was like kind of. I'm talking like back in the early 2000s and stuff. Buy the seeds and all the, and I think it's practical. I think it's wise, but at some point it just became like, are we gonna do this for forever? And
yeah, yeah,
also, and it's a little bit different now because like we don't have kids at home, of course, and we don't have people that are relying on us directly. um I think that's a different place to be, but definitely I definitely get into this thing of like making sure that there's some degree of resources at the house so that we could at least get through a short period of time if we had to, being disconnected. But I just think the chaos would be so insurmountable unless everything in your life goes into prepping. It sort of becomes like, I'm just going to have to trust in the Lord. I know that's like, people are like, oh, Lord, click off. But I genuinely feel like that. And if it's my time to go, then it's my time to go. Gosh, this is getting dark. Sorry.
yeah.
um,
Well, if there was a zombie apocalypse, I would definitely want to be one of the first to go. I don't want
I
to
don't
go
want to
by
be
being
here for that. I
yeah,
know.
I don't want to be the one eaten, and I don't think that would ever happen because zombie. But there's other type of apocalyptic things. Zombie apocalypse is not happening, but I
Right,
definitely
right.
wouldn't want to live through that. I want to go,
I know. I'm
but
like, I know where I'm going. I'm cool with that, right? I don't need to be here for that.
exactly,
Um,
exactly.
oh, I don't know if you can see the comments, girl, but Dave says writing a book would be fantastic, and that you're a secret artist, and that's great. June, honey, don't bark outside, please. Can we be quiet? We're on the live stream. Yeah, we can
So,
bark later.
is Dave interested in writing a book?
Yeah, Dave, what are your thoughts on book writing? I would love to write a book. My mom is right now writing a book. She's 80 this year. She's so cool. She's written a book already, but
Ooh,
it didn't have
what is
art.
it?
It's a like kind of her life story and just talking about some different experiences she had. And she wrote it years ago, but now she's doing an illustrated book. And the illustrations are so beautiful. I really want to bring her on the channel and have her talk about it. And I'm sure she will at some point, but she doesn't want to yet, so that's fine. But like, they are so cute. In fact, I should show them to you, Holly, when we're on the phone sometime, or I'll text them to you because she is so talented. My mom is an artist. My father was an artist too. So obviously I got it from somewhere, but I mean the love for art, but I didn't know it till, in, 2021 when it all came out. Okay, sorry. I don't know what we were
So,
talking about.
is your mom's book available? You said she did write a book.
She
Is it a published book or?
she self-published it. She did. So I suppose it is quote unquote available, but she's going to rework it because she doesn't feel like it applies anymore. A lot of things that she said in there, she's changed her perspective on a lot. And of course that happens, right? But she's like, I
Oh
really
yeah,
need to add to it. And I can see that could be like a concern if one writes a book about having strong stances on things and then completely changes. I wonder how people deal with that. I guess they put out a second book and they talk about it again from a
a
new perspective.
clarification book.
Yeah. Ooh, I just got a massive hair on her nose. Um, Dave says he would love that. Maybe children's books like Beatrice Potter or Peter Rabbit. Do you like books like that, Holly?
Oh yeah, they're like the soft look, like
Yeah,
it 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 just has like a very innocent feeling to it. Like
absolutely.
yeah, like the Winnie the Pooh type illustrations. Yeah, yeah. I do like those. It's
I've
nostalgic.
oh, it is nostalgic. I was looking the other day at someone's illustrations that were so cool, and they were and I realized what it is that there isn't a wide value range. Would you agree that that's kind of what's happening with
Yeah,
that? And that's
yeah,
why they
yeah.
end up
It's all
looking
very,
soft like that?
and I think they may use a limited palette too. Like they don't throw
Yes,
too much
you're right.
bold stuff at you.
Absolutely. That's so true. Okay, let's see. Ooh, we're kind of wrapping up here just in a few minutes, probably like 5 minutes or something. Oh, that illustration is so amazing. Tell me what that says. Hubris is,
Oh, hubris is closely followed by deserved punishment. I think I was having a bad day.
I agree.
but
Hubris
but
is
I
a
have to
tough,
finish this
tough
guy.
spot. That is
Yeah, that's
so
hubris.
incredible. Ugh.
He's,
Yeah, we see a lot of hubris these days, don't we?
yeah,
In the
yeah.
world.
Hubris is blind and just a
Is
bad
that
thing.
why his eyes are like that with they're kind of like
Yeah,
popping forward?
I don't know
What's
what I started drawing like little plants or little flowers coming out of it. I don't know. They, you know, it
it's
turned out
all
how
of
it
just
turned
coming
out.
out of your mind.
Yeah, well, I'll just accept it.
I love it. I love it. It's so detailed. And I bet it's like, it reminds me the most of Ike's work. Obviously, very different subject matter, but the use of the stark pen ink,
Yeah,
and the white of the paper is just so captivating.
yeah. This small pen, it just encourages like a billion lines. So if you get the Micron 005, you will be um encouraged to just keep making tons and tons of little lines.
And I think the smallest one I have is the one up from that of the microns. The 0.01, is that what it is? I think. I don't know. Maybe that size. Trying to think of it.
Yeah, yeah, you know what? That's pretty close. I mean, when I don't have a point 0.5, I have the point 0.1, and you can still make like a bunch of little lines. Oops, sorry, I
Right.
keep hitting the.
Oh, that's okay. So I think I've laid down all of my what do you call it? Base layers, and now I'll be working on putting together the dimension. And like while the nose looks like it's really, gosh, it's so weird because you can't see this in. Let me try to bring it up and make it better to look at so you can see kind of more what this looks like. Does that make a
It looks
difference?
great. You know what? Since last time I looked, it's changed so much, Tama.
It's going to be a fun illustration. And I think I'll do
Yeah,
some lettering with it and stuff. I'm excited because I haven't done like faces in a little while. So yeah, yay! I love this working on these giant pads of paper. It's just so freeing. And I mean, and I'll work on the back if I don't like what comes up. But lately I've really enjoyed all of my works. I've been more like um, intentional about it, I think. So that's been nice. I'm grateful for the chance to work on the big paper. And the pads are very thick. I mean, it's like how many sheets? This is the kind of paper I'm using. It's a white Blanc Natural. It's 14 by 10, not 14 by 11. And it comes with 20 sheets. So it's not terribly expensive. It's like $35. And I feel like that's one meal out. So if I don't have one meal out for 2 months, you know what I mean? Skip one eating out meal kind of thing. I don't
So
think it's
is that a
undoable.
100%? I'm sorry, I missed it. Was it 100% cotton or is it a
Yeah,
blend?
no, it is cotton. I really do like working on cotton the most. I will work on the blend in a sketchbook because then I can like be really expressive with it and wipe things away and add new things like I talked about in that one video, that vlog. But mostly I really like cotton paper, and I find when I don't work on cotton paper, everything I do later kind of gets it's like harder when I come back to it. Oh, let's see. Dave says, I'm so happy I caught this live stream, thoroughly enjoying. Oh, we're so happy you caught it too. That's awesome.
I will
Great
I
paper,
will have
Saunders
to check
was.
out Dave's YouTube site, get some
Yeah, he's
clarity
got
in life.
a great little channel. It's quite, I mean, he has a lot more subscribers than I do. And he uh puts out these like really nice vlogs where he's walking around and painting outside. And then he just did a live stream the other day. So that was really nice. Yeah, I love this Saunders Waterford paper, Dave. I don't know. It's like my favorite. I'll use it before anything else. And I feel like it is a lot more affordable than Arch, um, which I'll take also. I don't know if it actually is more affordable. I haven't done math, but I mean, in my head, my preliminary calculations, I think it is more affordable because you get 20 sheets, not 12 in a pad. And it's what, like 33 or $35. And Arch is like $20 for 12 smaller sheets and not in a glued um, pad, but in like just a pad that you flip. So yeah. So my dear
I'm like
Holly,
I'm strictly
you're
Arshes. I'm very boring.
I don't think it's
I don't
boring. I
change
think
it up.
it's great.
I don't change it up.
Do your sketchbooks are
Um,
your sketchbooks arches too?
no, no. Well, I have the watercolor sketchbooks, which are the what was it? The perfect sketch etcher. I always do etcher for
Oh,
the watercolor, like the 100% cotton, and then
yes.
for my all my artwork, it's either hot press or cold press arches, and then for my regular sketchbooks, I get these like $14 spiral bound ones that they don't bend easy because I don't want my paper. I want it to last, but it's
Right.
it's not
Yeah, no,
good
totally.
paper. But I only draw on one side, so
And you draw in those, you don't paint in them, or you also paint in them.
no, no, no. I paint strictly in
Your That's your
the
perfect
etcher.
sketchbook.
Yeah, but I have all sorts of scraps of paper too. If I just want to put
Same.
some watercolor down on something and practice something, I don't have to have it in my watercolor book because they are so expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, right. For sure. I have not tried the perfect sketchbook. It's the perfect sketchbook or just the etcher everyday sketchbook that you use?
Well, this one is the cheaper one. What was it? I don't know. It says Etrilab hot press. It's there's the more expensive one is this one. No, it is the perfect.
Okay. So you
It's the
recommend it,
perfect.
obviously,
Oh
because you
yeah,
use it.
yeah.
All
I
right.
I have like I have like four of these. I have four of the
Okay,
perfect sketchbooks. This is the cheaper version. It was the I think this one. Oh, I'm knocking everything down. It's
that's
like
all
a
right.
canvas. Let me see. It's a canvas you can paint on it, but it's a cheaper one.
Okay,
The paper is not as much like Arsh's, but it is 100% cotton. That was my original one that I
that's
had,
so
and then
gorgeous.
I switched up to the more expensive one.
Okay. So is it? It's not the perfect, quote unquote, perfect. It's the one that's just like the every. It's called the everyday, right? I think
Yeah, as long as
that
it's a
that
hundred
one
percent
single one.
cotton one.
They're all
Yeah,
100%, I think, but like I think they're like one's a little better. So that must be the perfect, quote unquote, perfect sketchbook is the little better one, and then every day
yeah.
is like a bit of a step down, and then they have maybe like non cotton ones. I'm not even sure. Maybe they don't, but I've never tried an etcher, and maybe I should. But I have some secrets about sketchbooks I'm going to share at some point here on the channel, so maybe I'll bring that up in the future. I love your art, Holly. It's just, oh, you got to make some more videos if you ever feel so inclined. I'd love to see them. I think others would too, but I understand not wanting to, and I respect it. But we'd love to see them.
Maybe I'm not going to discount. I'm not going to rule out anything specifically. So, maybe
Yeah,
in the
I hear
future.
you. I hear you totally. I know you need to go because you had kind of a hard stop for time. So I just want to say thank you so much. We loved having you. This was so
Yeah, thank
great.
you for having me, Tama. That was a lot of fun, and I will do this again with you sometime.
I would love to, Holly. Let's do it on your channel maybe next time. That way we can, if you want to, no, not because I'm trying to pressure you to make videos, just because I don't, like we talked about before, I don't want to like quote hog any views. If you're more comfortable doing it here, I'm more than happy to do it. But like, I want you to, get some eyes on your art too from doing these. But if you just want to hang out and have fun, let's do it. Either place is perfect with me. Yeah,
That
this is
sounds
wonderful.
great. Okay,
Thank you,
Tama.
and I'll talk to you really soon. Okay.
Sounds good. Thanks for
Thanks
joining,
everyone for
everybody. Bye.
joining. We loved having you here, and I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful day. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye, Ike. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.